Continuing focus on this channel for the elections on the Karnataka poll of polls. My colleague Rahul Kaval now brings you all the big numbers and why Karnataka is a state like no other this time.
So
Rahul.
what we're doing on the broadcast tonight is to compare the vote share and seat share data put out by 3 polling agencies. Different sample sizes, different research methodologies, but quite similar results. Let me remind you by putting out first and foremost the India Today Karvy Insights vote share data. So here it is. India Today Karvy projecting that the Congress will get 37% vote share. The Bharatiya Janata Party coming in 2% back, 2% gap between the Congress and the BJP at 35%. The JDS coming in at 19%. That's India Today Karvy. Then the Jain-Lokniti study, which suggests virtually similar vote share for the Congress, virtually similar vote share for the Congress and the BJP. Here is now the data for the Congress, the BJP and the JDS through the Lokniti Jain University study done in Karnataka. This is the recent poll. It came out just yesterday. So here is the data now. Jain University and Lokniti to project that the Congress will get 37% of the vote share, which is exactly what India Today and Karvy projected. The BJP coming in at 35%, the Janata Dal Secular at 20%. So we had JDS at 19%, they've got JDS at 20%. Karvy had BJP at 35%, that's exactly where Jain and Lokniti also have it. And India Today also had Congress at 37%, so does Jain and Lokniti. Finally, the third opinion poll done by agency known as VMR. So VMR shows the Congress to have about 1.5% extra votes in comparison with the 2 other studies that I just showed you. VMR projects that the Congress will bag 38.6% of the votes. So 1.6% more than what was projected by India Today, India Today, Karvy and CSDS and Lokniti. So VMR says that the BJP will get 35% of the votes, the JDS will get 21%. So directionally, in terms of votes, it's all the same. Let's now see how these 3 agencies translate this vote share into seats. So I'll start once again with the India Today Karvy Insights data for Karnataka. This is converting the 37 vote share for the Congress into seats. India Today and Karvy had projected that the Congress will be the single largest party, emerging with between 90 and 101 seats. Karvy Insights projected that the BJP will bag between 78 and 86, the Janata Dal Secular between 34 and 43. So the Congress in this poll with a clear lead, coming in quite comfortably, nowhere close to the majority mark, which is 112, but coming in reasonably ahead of the BJP as the clear number 1 party. The other 2 opinion polls say that the ranges are such that either party could emerge number 1. So let me put out now the data projected by Jain University and Lokniti. Jain University and Lokniti project that the Congress could end up between 85 and 91. The BJP could end up between 89 and 95. So here, Lokniti believes that the BJP could in fact already emerge as the number 1 party in Karnataka, because even the lower side of the range and the higher side of the range both have the BJP ahead of the Congress. That's the one big difference between their poll and the Karvy poll. The JDS coming in between 32 and 38. Let's now come to the third and the last poll. This is VMR. VMR again has roughly the seat share data in the same range. VMR projects that the Congress could bag 91 seats, but they're saying that the BJP will come in a close second at 89. You know, we've seen many polls over years when the pollster is saying 91, 89, it's really a mug's game. Any party could end up in front. So they're essentially predicting a very, very tight fight. The JDS, VMR believes, could get 40. So let me put the first question to Rajdeep Sardesai. 3 vote share percentages and projections, directionally all the same, Rajdeep, but one poll says the BJP could be ahead. So from a pollster's perspective, Karnataka as of now poised on a knife's edge.
You know, Rahul, Karnataka is one of those states, and you know, our pollsters will correct me, translating vote share into seats is a nightmare. because the BJP's vote is more concentrated, the Congress is more spread out. Therefore, in 2008, with just about 34% of the vote, the BJP got a clear majority. So we can't really estimate seat shares accurately. But what is clear is that this is a tough fight at the moment, and about 30 to 40 marginal seats will decide Karnataka. Rajiv Gowda of the Congress is joining us, and we're going to look at two factors now. One is the Modi factor, which is being talked about. The Prime Minister will go and poll extensively in Karnataka campaign from the 1st of May. The other is the Siddaramaiah factor. And I want to start with the Siddaramaiah factor because he has just gone and filed his nomination from a second seat, which a friend corrects me is not Badami, but Badami. So in Badami, which was once the capital of the great Chalukyan Empire, Siddaramaiah has gone and filed from a second seat. And I just want to understand from you, Rajiv Gowda, how does one look at the fact that your chief minister, who earlier said, I'll only contest from one seat, now goes and fights in a second from North Karnataka? What's the signal that you've sent out today? That you're unsure about victory in Chamundeshwari, or that you believe that North Karnataka is where this battle has to be won or lost?
There you have it. The people of North Karnataka believe that Siddaramaiah fighting from North Karnataka will create a tremendous groundswell for Congress, especially in the Mumbai-Karnataka region, which is a hotly contested region, and therefore the party high command requested Siddaramaiah to go out there and also file from Badami. And Badami has been a Congress stronghold for a long time, and it is as you mentioned, the seat of the historic Chalukya dynasty. It's a very, very symbolic gesture to contest from there, and let the people of North Karnataka know that we are very much part of the same mainstream, and our chief minister has taken that step of standing from there to represent them and send a signal that we are all right there, and we're going to fight together and ensure that there's a tide in that region as well, Mumbai, Karnataka, in favor of the Congress.
Professor Shastri, do you agree with what Rajiv Gowda is saying, that you've got Siddaramaiah moving to Badami to try and give the impression of being a pan-Karnataka leader, or is it because he realizes at the end of the day that Chamundeshwari is not a safe seat, and therefore for his own future needed to contest a second seat? How do you see Siddaramaiah's role, Sandeep Shastri, in this election? Is he really a regional satrap, as we are making him out to be, or is that quite simply because there are a lack of options at the moment that the Congress has?
Rajdeep, let me address your second question first. I think beyond a shadow of doubt, Mr. Siddaramaiah is an important regional leader. If today anybody is in a position to halt the march of the BJP in Karnataka, it is the Chief Minister of the state. I think let's not have a shadow of doubt on that at all. Coming to your first question, I think Rajiv very persuasively provided us a rationale as to why Mr. Siddaramaiah is contesting from the north also. It's a little difficult to wholly accept the logic of that rationale, because if that were the case, his name should have been there in the list right from the beginning to contest from 2 seats, saying that we want our chief minister to be there in the north also, northern part of the state also. So I think there has been an internal debate within the Congress. Finally, the Congress leadership in Delhi has conceded the point that the chief minister wants to contest from 2 seats and has allowed him to do that. And I think in some senses the Congress will have to really struggle very hard to justify this decision of its chief minister contesting from 2 seats. I think the argument will have to be much more persuasive.
Smith Patra, is there a fear now, given that BSY has been slighted? For the longest time, BSY and his son had been saying that they will fight the elections, and for almost 2 months the son had been campaigning on the ground. He was denied a ticket at the last moment. So is there a sense that BSY could now, and he's damaged the party in 2013, once again, if he feels that he doesn't have the kind of reign and the sweep that he'd wanted, may not be 100% willing trooper?
See, I will answer your question, but let me come back first to Mr. Rajiv Gowda, who said that it was probably the High Command of the Congress Party who wanted Mr. Siddaramaiah to contest from Badami. That's not the case. I am in Bengaluru today and we have been inquiring. In fact, I have the campaign details of Mr. Siddaramaiah. You would see that yesterday when his campaign detail was released, everyone was speculating, and it was in the campaign detail that he would be visiting Badami because probably he won't be filing his nomination there. But that last moment that was dropped, and a second
so
notice
the Congress
was
is a bit of a mess,
saying that no, he would not be
with
going
the Chief
to Badami.
Minister fighting in 2 seats. But let's ask about Yedurappa.
No, you have to understand why
his
this
son's
confusion
supporters smashing chairs all over the BJP office. Now that's not playing out very well. You can say that Yedurappa said my son shouldn't fight. He wanted his son to fight. Anybody who knows anything about Karnataka elections will say Yedurappa was desperate for his son to fight. The party taking a position that 2 people from the same family shouldn't fight didn't give him a ticket. He's not happy about it. How will you deal with it?
His son Rahul has been campaigning in Varuna for the last 2 months.
Absolutely.
He's been there for 2 months.
And has given us interviews saying he's confident he's fighting. He knows, he thinks he's got the ticket. Samit Patra.
So you should be happy. All of you should be happy that at least unlike the Congress party, the Bharatiya Janata Party does not allow a dynastic rule anywhere. And remember, I was with Rajdeep Sardesai when the Assam elections were on, and when the counting in Assam elections was going on, I said, Rajdeep, that the sunset of the Congress party, S-U-N, sunset of the Congress party, is because of the sunrise of the Congress party, S-O-N-R-I-S-C, sunrise of the Congress party. Because the incumbent Chief Minister of Assam of the Congress party was hell-bent to see that his son was projected. We saw that the party was over there. And Bharatiya Janata Party
you have chosen the Reddy rice.
Just because
Mr. Patra, Congress chooses sunrise, you have chosen Reddy rice. You have chosen Reddy rice. Reddy, steady, go. You have gone with the Reddy.
No.
They've gone with the sun. You've gone with the Reddy. I don't know which is worse.
I would discuss about that as well.
Please do.
Rajdeep,
you've given Bellary, you've given 3 districts.
Politics, I was
you've given 3 districts to Janardhan Reddy also, who was in jail till 5 years ago.
I would come on Mr. Reddy also. Let me complete about the sunrise first. Give me a second. Let me complete about the sunrise first. Looking at the qualities of Mr. Vijendran, the son of Mr. Yedurappa, of course, he has been included as one of the important leaders in that area. He is today the General Secretary of the Yuva Morcha of Karnataka. So, of course, he is a very important leader. He would be campaigning for us in that region. And
wait for his supporters to throw chairs at you all before you made him the General Secretary.
No, if throwing chairs was something important, we had seen how many chairs and what all were thrown at the Congress party office.
So that's why you rewarded him with General Secretaryship.
I mean, all this throwing chairs and some amount of... Pardon?
I said, why did you have to wait for chairs to be thrown before realizing his potential? You should have made him General Secretary long ago if you really believed in him.
No issues. There was a person who was in fact campaigning in an area preparing for a constituency. We being a democratic party, the party felt otherwise. The party wanted to adjust him somewhere else in the organization. The party has done. This is what is the definition of democracy in a political party.
Okay, sunrise, sunset is one aspect. You haven't explained, Sambit Patra, yet why 7 tickets in the Karnataka elections have been given to people closely linked with the Reddy brothers of Bellary. Now this is the most notorious family in Karnataka. They pillaged and looted Bellary, the iron wealth of the state. Your government fell largely on account of the reports that came out by the Lokayukt. Your government was hammered on charges of corruption. You call the Siddaramaiah government the 10% government, and you give possibly the most notorious family in Karnataka 7 seats, or people associated with that family 7 seats. Sambit, that question's for you, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, the phone was off the line, so I'm just online, and I believe you have asked me about 7 seats given to a particular family, if I'm right. Is that
yes.
so?
The Reddy family, Reddy, steady, go. 7 seats to the most notorious family, arguably the most corrupt family of Karnataka.
Yes. Yes. So let me expose the Congress party over here. None of the people who have been given the seat have been in any way indicted by the court of the country. Secondly, and most importantly, only today we held a press conference to expose the duplicity and hypocrisy of the Congress party. Mr. Rajiv is present over here. Is it not true that the Congress party, which wanted to expose the illegal mining scam and wanted to catch hold of the neck of the people who were involved in it, one Mr. Anand Singh, one Mr. Santosh Lad and one Mr. Nagendra. Santosh Lad is already a minister in their own party. But as far as Mr. Anand Singh is concerned, he was in BJP, he was an MLA from Vijayanagar. As soon as he joined the Congress party, the Congress party, Mr. Siddaramaiah,
no, your best defense, Sambit Patra, cannot be...
Code of conduct.
Once
he withdraws the CBI investigation against him.
The Prime Minister says Siddaramaiah is Mr. 10%. You are saying the people we've given tickets to have not been in jail, they haven't been convicted. So what if their uncles, their aunts, their fathers, their cousins were? I mean, what sort of a defense is that? It's the same family. Who do you think is getting the ticket?
Not at all. By the same logic, Congress party should not be contesting the Karnataka election because mother and son both are out on a 50,000 bail because of usurping 5,000 crore in the National Herald case. The highest court of the country is hearing the case. So by the same logic, the Congress party should not be contesting in Karnataka.
Okay,
my
Rajiv
simple
Gowda
question to my good friend Rajiv ji
Sambit Patra is very good at verbal gymnastics, which is why he's one of the foremost spokespersons of the BJP. The moral validity of his argument is something the people of Karnataka have to judge. I don't need to sit in one way or the other. But his best defense seems to be, Rajiv Gowda, that the crooked people who were convicted have not been given tickets. Only their family members have been given tickets.
Yeah, Mr. Sambit, Dr. Sambit Patra is my good friend, and today he is demonstrating how to tie himself up in knots that would make even a yogi turn envious. Okay, the kinds of arguments that he's making today, trying to defend the indefensible. Look at that. The Reddy brothers and, they have been indicted. They have, we actually did a press conference today pointing out that Modi Sarkar has put pressure on the CBI to basically close investigations in illegal mines exports out of Karnataka, out of Goa, out of Tamil Nadu, etc. And so now we've taken back those cases and launched an SIT against them. The wealth of evidence that exists against the Reddy brothers and the loot that they conducted in Karnataka, along with Yadurappa and gang, has put the word corruption in bright letters in the middle of the BJP head office in Bangalore, right? That's the headquarters for corruption in Karnataka. And this choice of candidates, even when he talks about dynasty, there's Somashekar Reddy, there's Karnataka Reddy, there's Lallesh Reddy, Sri Ramulu, Sanna Fakirappa. There's no shortage of people from the same family. Basically, the BJP has done a Shashtang Namaskara to their corrupt Reddy brothers and said, save us. You have the money, you have all the illegal loot that you have done, now save us. Yeddi is not capable of saving us. We are going to ditch him the first chance we get. We already ditched his son, Vijayendra.
Come in over here?
Basically, you save us, Reddy brothers. The people of Karnataka have seen Reddy, we have seen Yeddi, and we have had enough and more of them. This is the end of the story for the BJP in Karnataka. These numbers in these polls are massive underestimates of the Congress vote share, and you will see on May 15th.
So let Mr. Patra respond. Respond, Sambit. This is the one state
only if
where
he
you
allows
don't
me
seem
to
to have the
respond.
moral high ground on corruption.
Thank you. See, as far as corruption is concerned, I firmly believe that the Congress party is no one to preach on corruption when the previous president as well as the present president are out on bail in cases of corruption. My simple question and one-point question to Mr. Rajiv Gowda is it not true that just before imposing the model code of conduct, you withdrew the CBI request to investigate Mr. Anil Singh, who was an MLA from Bharatiya Janata Party, who has switched sides to join the Congress party, and against whom the case on illegal mining was going on, and we had
Anil Lad.
No, not Anil Lad, Anil Singh. Santosh Lad is a different person. He is not Anil Lad, he is Anil Singh. Santosh Lad is already a minister in their government. And the third person is Nagendra. Nagendra is an
Anand
independent MLA against whom the SIT was constituted by the Karnataka government, Mr. Siddaramaiah.
No, but you know,
a CBI inquisition had been sent out by this very government. Why was it withdrawn?
He
just
says
in the
that
eve
the
of model code of conduct.
One second, Siddaramaiah has responded to this. He says that the CBI said there's no proof. So we said, okay, give the case back to us and the Lokayukt SIT will investigate. It's the CBI, he claims, that wanted to give a clean sheet, and we said give the case back to us.
CBI has not said there is no proof. CBI has nowhere said that there is no proof.
Yes, they have. And that's the reason why the government of Karnataka took the cases back and launched their SIT, just as Rahul
have you
Kanwar
ever
just
heard that the
mentioned.
CBI says to the Chief Minister of the state that we don't have proof, so my lord, what am I supposed to do? Have you ever heard the CBI reporting to the Chief Minister of a state saying that I don't have a proof, so now the ball is in your court?
Yes.
Does it ever happen?
Okay, Rajiv Gowda, quick question. I don't want to get tied in this tutu meme because we are discussing the poll numbers.
It's happened under Modi Sarkar.
Very quickly.
It has happened under Modi Sarkar. It is happening under Modi Sarkar. CBI has been reduced to just being arm twisted by Modi to ensure that Yeddi and Reddy brothers are saved. And that's why we've taken back the case.
Okay,
and we have
so what we need to do is take a quick break.
So basically,
one second, you've had your say.
You've had your say.
I want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the big picture. When we come back with the last part of our broadcast, we will look at that one question which, to my mind, can really decide the fate of the Karnataka elections. Will the BJP be able to pull off a rearguard action? Will the Congress surge ahead in the last lap? Will Siddaramaiah be able to find new ammunition? Or will the Vocaligas now want to push the JDS so that they have a stake in power? What will happen when Prime Minister Modi enters the fray, starting the next beginning of next month? We'll ask that question when we come back with the last part of our broadcast on the other side of a very quick break.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.